Merry early Christmas.
Oh
Huh?
my god! I don't have any.
My mom is calling me again. Hey guys, I'm back.
Fake Minecraft speedruns are hilarious because people are terrible at hiding the fact that they cheated. These are the funniest fake Minecraft speedruns. This speedrunner starts off spawning in a village. They immediately dig into this specific block and there's a chest under it, but it's empty. So they must have forgotten to fill it before they started the speedrun. Also, the villagers aren't moving and they're floating in the air, so the speedrunner definitely spawned them in prior to the run with command blocks. And they can't even trade with them because they forgot to fill their secret chest from earlier. They resort to plan B and get some wood and make some tools, then they start digging straight into a wall that suspiciously had a bunch of flowers near it, and there's a ruined nether portal that needs one more block of obsidian. But it looks like they forgot to fill all the chests they spawned in creative because this one is completely empty. With no shame whatsoever, there's a hilariously obvious cut in the footage, and the portal suddenly is complete, but they don't have flint and steel to light it. Well, they must be really lucky because they break the chest and dig beneath it, and there's another chest. This must be a new feature. Luckily, there's flint and steel in the chest, and that's it. Not suspicious at all. They go to the nether, but waste a lot of time trying to find a nether fortress. All of a sudden, there's a cut to the run, but it seems like nothing is different. They're still wasting a lot of time. Wait, what? They just killed a piglin and it dropped 24 blaze rods. How is it even possible? Well, I guess they don't need a nether fortress anymore, so they go back to the portal. But it's not lit anymore, which is really unlucky and impossible. But I think they did this for a reason. They explore a little more and find a different portal that's already lit, but it brings them to what seems like the middle of nowhere. They go down this seemingly normal waterfall and it leads them directly to the stronghold. Still though, they haven't found any endermen, so it's going to be impossible for them to fill the end portal. Well, they go to a very specific room and inside is an enderman farm. They're literally falling from the sky and this guy doesn't have to move a muscle. On top of that, each enderman is dropping 5 pearls every time. With this luck, this guy should play the lottery. They craft Eyes of Ender, fill the portal, and enter the end. And out of nowhere, they start flying as if they have fireworks and elytra, but their hotbar doesn't show any of that. Also, they just entered the end, so how else would they legitimately get elytra? So using these new tools and just cropping a fake hotbar over their screen, they kill the ender dragon, but it looks like they have so many plugins running, the endgame portal doesn't even work, so they just cut the footage. What in tarnation. This speedrunner starts off by getting wood, building tools, and exploring a mine shaft for extra loot. They find pretty normal looking loot like a few gold ingots, some armor, and an ender pearl. After a while of exploring, they go back to the surface and they throw the ender pearl, which is a complete waste because they're gonna need it for the Eyes of Ender. Are you serious? Okay, so them magically teleporting to the stronghold was clearly fake, but it can't get worse, right? Well, they start looting chests in the stronghold, and they find some diamonds, some bread, an AC-130. Wait, what?
Our AC-130 is in the air.
This one was legit. This speedrun, I'm apologizing in advance for the brain cells you're about to lose. World generation looks normal, their spawn looks normal, loot looks good. Okay, now wait a second. Maybe they could have gotten away with the enchanting bottles, but a diamond pickaxe and a sharpness 1000 book? Yeah, right. We'll let it slide for now. They go to the brewing stand and oh look, a villager left some blaze powder in it. How convenient. The speedrunner tries to apply their sharpness 1000 enchantment to the wooden sword, but it doesn't work, so they just equip the book instead. Weird. But when they use it as a weapon, it's a one-hit KO. Ah yes, the one-punch book. Now, I love Marvel movies, especially Doctor Strange, but this part is just too much for me. I'm not sure how this is possible, but they're in a completely different village now. And then they jump down this hole, and the fabric of reality is torn in half. They return to the original village, and they casually loot it for food, as if none of that portal sorcery just happened. On top of that, they just casually walk by this floating portal to a different dimension. They jump down the well, but instead of the well, it's a hallway that leads directly to the stronghold. And it has 11 Eyes of Ender in it, which is impossible. Right when they enter the end, they suddenly have slow falling, and at this point, the speedrun moderators are probably impressed. They actually waste a lot of time waiting for the dragon to perch, despite having a book that can one-hit KO anything. Finally, they realize they have to break the end crystals to make the dragon perch, so they attempt breaking one of them, and they die by accident. Honestly, if you consider magic as tool-assisted, this was a great speedrun. This speedrun actually has a professional start to it. They spawn in a village, take a bed and a crafting table, but then there's this weird tree that has a sign on it that reads, "I am a tree," with apples and item frames. He breaks the base of the tree and falls through a trapdoor to the stronghold. There's a chest that has 3 ender pearls and iron boots, and an end portal that only needs 1 Eye of Ender. The chances of this happening is literally 1 in a trillion. But the speedrunner can't actually complete the portal, so this is the end of the run, right? Wrong. He jumps into the lava and there's a secret cavern beneath it that has an unusually tall ruined nether portal in it. But there's ancient debris near it, so this is clearly fake. They find one block of obsidian and flint and steel in the chest, and there's conveniently one empty spot on the portal to fill. They light the portal, enter the nether. Wait a second. How are they running so quickly on soul sand? They conveniently find a bastion, and there's a door that leads to an enchantment table. No, wait, why are they leaving? The speedrunner instead jumps down a ditch, lands on a blaze spawner, and the button they press gives them one blaze rod. Totally legit. They go down a hallway with 16 ancient debris, which isn't even possible, and it leads back to the nether portal. Why aren't they going through the portal? They throw an ender pearl and find another lit nether portal, and it leads them to the middle of nowhere. I don't think they understand how speedruns work. They go up to an oak tree in a desert, which isn't even possible, and remember what happened last time when they broke a tree? Well, this must be the newest feature. So they're in the end, but they have no blocks to bridge to the... I can't watch this anymore. And oh look, a ladder, how convenient. With no shame whatsoever, the speedrunner fights in a grueling battle against this Wish.com recreation of the Ender Dragon and beats the game. Who did they think they were fooling? This speedrunner starts off by getting wood, jumping in the ocean and taking a swim, and then he crafts a minecart. Wait, this is the wrong footage. This speedrun starts off fairly normal. They have a legitimate looking world creation screen, but when they load in, it clearly says changed game mode to survival, despite the terrible job at cropping it out. On top of that, the player has blocks on their hotbar and nonchalantly throws them into the ocean as if it never happened. Oh yeah, they spawned in an ocean. Remember the creative world from earlier? Coincidence? I think not. Well, maybe they can redeem themselves. Wait, no, why are they mining stones with their hands? Ah yes, a conveniently placed barrel right at spawn full of water-breathing potions. The only thing that would be even more convenient would be an underwater shipwreck full of overpowered loot, am I right? You've gotta be kidding me. This kid really placed stacks of netherite blocks, eyes of ender, and end portal frames and thought they could get away with it. Well, it's still early in the run. They can still redeem themselves, right? Wrong. They must have gone in creative and built this nether portal and another barrel full of more unnecessarily overpowered loot. They only take the flint and steel and try to light the portal, but quickly realize that they built the portal incorrectly. But it's fine, they've got a plan. The speedrunner tries making the end portal, and after a few minutes of trying to figure out why the portal won't work, they realize they forgot to place an eye, but even then, it still doesn't work. I can't watch this anymore. Naturally, they try to make another end portal, and they mess that one up too. Third time's a charm, right? After wasting 5 minutes being bad at cheating, they finally get to the end, but they realize that they never got any tools. So they waste another 5 minutes trying to figure out how the /give command works. After legitimately getting a netherite pickaxe, you can see they turn on keep inventory, even after they tried to crop it out of the video. Not sure why they'd need that on. Roll the clip. That's right, they use the /kill command that even kills themselves. But it's okay, they're making great time. After shamelessly respawning and returning to the end, they almost get killed by an enderman and beat the game.